Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Monday, November 2nd, 2009. Well, folks, the hidden gem has been published, and regardless of what the markets are doing, which is slightly lower on the day right now, the hidden gems itself is up about 8% on the day. Beautiful start to that hidden gems, and I do believe it's going much higher. In addition, I want to give you the alert. I will be posting the runner-up for the hidden gems in the research center portion of the hot charts and alerts. So those of you that have asked for, what are the other ones that have been hot that you were deciding upon when you came to this decision to put out this one, what were the other ones? I will post out the other runner-up that was a close second call in the hot charts and alerts, which is also included in the research center. So all of this stuff is included, guys. You're in the research center, you get it all, bottom line. So there it is, folks. Now let's talk some market activity. What has gone on today? Because to be honest, the markets are all over the place. We started out with a massive squeeze here in the markets where the markets were up as much as 150 points on the Dow, and then all of a sudden the dollar started to get a bid after getting crushed early, and the dollar started to get a bid, and the markets just collapsed down. You can see this chart. Look at the wildness here. We called these resistance levels, guys. Look at the blue line right there. Right to that blue line, and look at the fall that you've had. You fell all the way down to this blue line, bounced to the yellow line, and then rolled over, and you just came all the way back, making a lower low than the close and the low prints on Friday's chart. See how you came there, then a good reversal, and now a little bit of a tick down. These green candles technically are inside bars, but it's gotten a little too extended on the top. These, by the way, are fake prints. Those are not real prints in this chart. Some fake prints out there, so we'll continue to watch that and see how that plays out. But right now, the Dow is up about 15 points on the day. The Nasdaq is down about 9 points, and the S&P 500 down about 2 points. So the markets are really just around the flat line. But look at the reversal that you've seen again today. And this continues to be a very negative thing in the markets. I mean, we've seen bounces. For instance, last Thursday, we reversed all of Wednesday's losses. But then Friday, we dropped even more than the gain on Thursday. And you can see when these reversals are happening, it's just empowering. I mean, it's just brutal. The reversing happened here. For instance, take a look at today. You had basically a little bit of a gap up here. You pulled back into the master level of 104, and then you started to squeeze 1, 2, 3. And look at how that coincides. So notice the 3 up candles, right? We'll now check out the UUP. All right, look at this. 1, 2, 3. So see how the down move in the UUP is directly opposite of what the markets do. And then look at the dollar. It's come back strong. In fact, we're at the highs of the day. The dollar is still weaker on the day, but it has come back with a vengeance, and that's just killing the markets. Again, UUP still down 3 pennies on the day, but right now, the SPY, again, flat on the day right there, and you can see the type of rollover we had as this market screamed to the downside. I mean, just a brutal up move, and then a reversal to just catch every amateur off guard. Now, I sat in the chat room today. We called out a key level on Google. I called out this one right here. This was the play of the day, folks. And again, I posted this on the blog as a little bit of an idea to those of you out there that are thinking about the chat room. But check this out. This was called out in the chat room before it got there. This was your entry point right here. $530 entry on Google. And you can see the first candle of the day, Google sells right there to $530. Now, why is that so important? Because this was gap fill. See the gap right here? Gap fill is always a good play, folks. You just have to know it by now. You have to look at your charts and analyze your charts. Find these type of things. When you get an opportunity like this, it is huge. And take a look. First candle of the day, look, the tail goes right there, and then the bounce. Look at the bounce. The tail reverses, and then the next candle goes all the way up here. So you go from here to here, from 530 to almost 540. That's a $10 bounce on Google. All right, very, very easy play there, very low risk because you have to know how to do the technicals and use them right. If you can do that, there's a 10-point move on Google that you get in about 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and what a move it was, folks. Unbelievable. Now, again, we'll go back to the SPY here. Let's go back to the intraday, and you can see this market continuing to hover basically on the flat line. Spiders are now down 5 cents on the day. The NASDAQ is down 10 points. Volume, again, looks to be more than 200 million, and that continues to be a really interesting thing. Right now, we've done about 162 million. But again, 200 million by the end of the day. It's only about a little after 1:30 at this point in time. You should easily do 200 million by then. In any case, folks, the market's again continuing to get battered, and the reversal, as I said earlier in the video, is very important. You have to see that, folks. When the market literally cannot hold up for more than an hour on the day after a beautiful move, and I mean, you've literally had a 150-point reversal today in the Dow intraday, but when it cannot hold up like that and you reverse that quickly, you have to say to yourself, what's wrong with this market? What's going on here? What does this mean mean in the scheme of things, and then you have to start to analyze it. And again, as I've told you guys, last week when we were down near the lows here on the charts last week, unloaded about 1/3 to 1/2 of my shorts. I continue to hold that. The Research Center guys are fully aware of every entry and exit opportunity, as well as the chat room. And I'll continue to give them the premium guidance that we've been giving them, nailing the exact highs and lows on this before we get the bounces, all right? Again, watch this market here, folks. Let's go quickly to the 60-minute chart. You can see right here, there's a key level right here at 103. We came to 103.08. These lines, again, have been on our charts for months and months at this point. They're isolated, mathematically calculated, and pretty much exact to the penny levels. Just like the Great Wall of China, we nailed the top within 3 pennies on the SPY there. It was a beautiful one. Spiders getting a big bounce here, folks. Spiders are getting a little bit of a bounce here. There's the bounce. You can see a little reversal right off this yellow trend line. Notice how it's the support line right there. And notice how you close below. Next candle did not reverse on the 10-minute SPY. It did not confirm, excuse me. You reversed. That's a very important thing because that tells you this yellow line has not been broken yet officially. You have to have confirmation. And these are all things that you just have to learn. I mean, it just takes a little bit of time. We teach them in our nightly videos, 40 minutes in length on technicals every night, along with giving the guidance and the master levels to go off of and our trades and everything else. But in any case, go there, join up the Research Center, folks. Again, watch for the Hidden Gems follow-on post on the blog, which will be the runner-up. That'll be on the Hot Charts and Alerts just to the premium members as well. That will be up there. In addition, the Hidden Gems did get published today. It started to inch up a little bit. I still think there's a lot more in that tank, folks. A lot more. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Watch this market closely, guys. Again, we're basically on the flat line after a huge reversal, and we'll keep you posted. I'll analyze everything that we go over in depth tonight on the daily, the monthly, the weekly charts, as well as the intraday charts, along with any key plays, oil, gold, the dollar, you name it. We'll make sure we're on top of that. Have a wonderful rest of the day, folks. Talk to you then.